Welcome to Guys Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra. This is a Celtic cross. Show me the energies around Libra. What should they be aware of? Libra. The Knight of Swords. You did something really fast. You went too fast towards something. It looks like you took the time to meditate and find the right thinking about this, and you went ahead and did it. And this has to do with the soulmate connection, the Two of Cups, this union, this person you love. And right here, look, the Fool is indicating the same energy. You took a leap of faith. You didn't think it twice. But yeah, in the near past, it looks like you follow your light. You did a lot of self-reflection. You were like a hermit. That's why you're having the Hermit card. So right now, here the Tower is indicating that something unexpected came towards you from the outside, or maybe somebody pulled the rug under your feet. That's why you made that decision, because this is just going straight to that goal. And the decision was made in a split second. It's connected to the soulmate. You're not only in love with them, but you feel that reciprocity. You feel that love connection between you both. That's why you took the time to think about this. You took the time to meditate on collaboration, teamwork, working together. This is what the Two of Cups means. It's not only love energy, but it's also an energy of working together. That's why you see the hands like that. Beautiful energy, Libra. In the next few days, the reading is telling you to have the patience, lots of patience you're gonna need, because right now, after you took that leap of faith, it looks like you're having some sort of anxiety and nightmares and a little bit of depression about this decision. So even though you were self-confident about taking the step, right now you're paying probably consequences, and these were unexpected consequences. That's why the Tower. So the Tower might be also indicating that there was probably some sort of conversation between you and this soulmate, and right now they have a new belief about this whole thing. That's why you might be so stressed. You have the Nine of Swords here in the way you're looking at this situation, and this is also indicating that unexpected change for you and for them. It looks like you are the one that took the leap of faith into making this change, because the Fool is indicating not only jumping, but also going in sort of like a naive type of energy, very instinctual. And right now, you're paying the price of that. So they really might be advising you to dismantle all of these mental formations, take them away from your head. You're gonna need a clear head in the next few days. Temperance is not only advising you to have patience, but also purpose and intention. Temperance is actually the act of being in the middle ground between extremes. You don't go into extremes or opposites. So you have that perfect balance. It's sort of like the alchemy of life. So how are you going to achieve that? In the next few days, another advice, don't do anything drastic. I mean, you did something really, really drastic. The Knight of Swords, it says that it was not only in a split second decision, but it took you this innocent jump. It's pretty much a decision based on that, based on instinct and optimism. But right now, it doesn't look like that's the way you're digesting it. That's why the Two of Cups is coming in the challenge position. You're paying the price of this speed, this haste. And in the next few days, it's still fixable, even though the Five of Cups is indicating disappointment and grief for the next few months. But maybe you need this sort of mentality in the next few days so you don't continue to make things worse. It looks like that's going to be needed from you. Lots of patience and self-control, moderation, knowing yourself, knowing your motive, your intentions, making sure that your motives are pure. And temperance speaks of you achieve that by being in the mean between extremes. So sort of like being virtuous. The reading is asking you, it's sort of like screaming to you to be virtuous. Because what you did in that split second of decision, it has cost you your peace. It's like you have no peace of mind right now. And you're still thinking it's because of this. So this tower moment pretty much came to destroy all of this. Maybe this destruction was needed. Sometimes people don't interpret the tower card correctly. And most of the time, this destruction, this chaos, is to leave the ground sort of like in a virgin and solid and straight. Just, to leave the ground ready for a new construction. So you have to think of the tower like that. Sometimes things must be destroyed so they can be created again. So yeah, this new creation is not impossible. It's just that it's gonna need some healing from you. Make sure you're not gonna be feeling self-pity, feeling sorry for yourself with the Five of Cups. Don't be crying over spilled milk in the next few months. That means don't look at the past, look at what you have in front of you. And once again, this Page of Wands here is affirming that you took that leap of faith, thinking optimistic, but right now it doesn't look like that's the case because that's why it's in your hopes and fears. So it's sort of like you're hoping it can work out, but you're afraid that that's not going to be the case. That's why this Nine of Swords here is telling you just, let go of that anxiety and try to control your thoughts. Let go of the negativity. Find that perfect balance between having extreme thoughts or vices or all of these opposites. Try to be in the middle, sort of like a non-dual, impartial way of looking at things and blending things. It's a perfect blending what you're gonna need in the next few days. And be mindful about the advices of the Five of Cups. Don't be crying over spilled milk. Don't wallow in the pain. The Five of Cups is indicating here so much disappointment in the next few months that the healing is possible. You just need to remember that we are what we think. So if you focus on what you have in front of you and think positive, it's gonna have a much better outcome than if you continue to think about the bad and the negative. Remember, pain and suffering only last 90 seconds in your mind, unless you replay it in your mind again. But it goes away after 90 seconds. So be mindful about that psychological fact, Libra. Thank you for coming back to the channel, guys. Share it with your friends. I'll see you soon. Bye, Libra.